What's up, Eric? Oof. Rusty. That's what my new nickname is. Rusty Jizzy. The Jizzy Rusty. Oh man. So I did got the spine doctor yesterday. That was interesting. Another neurologist. I gotta have some tests done, the electrode tests. May, when is that? 9th and May 6th and 9th. I got a fly in my room. What's up, Jerry? Hey, Jerry, you didn't know who that picture was? That was me, bro. That was when I was about 18. Boy, things have changed, ain't it, Jerry? I don't look like that young strapping lad anymore. What the fuck happened? No more dominant sevens. All right, B flat dominant fours. There you go. Oh man, I'm rusty. I haven't been playing. I haven't been doing nothing. The man, they put me through a ringer yesterday. Woo. I felt so sick after I got out of this neurosurgeon. But the good thing is he's checking everything. And I got to do electrode tests and more X-rays. He said I'm not quitting until I figure out what's wrong with you. This guy's got so many fucking awards on his wall. I shit you not. I was like, what the? And super nice guy, and he goes, man, you have a very unusual case. I've never seen anything like this. It's bizarre. You were in an accident while you were healing. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? And who knows? It's just crazy shit. Now I got to go all the way to Miami. Hours and hours of driving. That's on the 6th and 9th. But it'll be worth it because if they can figure it out. I'll tell you what he did too. For the first time in a long time, I actually felt really good. I was so hurting. And he goes, I need you to try something. So he gave me prescription Xanax and naproxen. And he said, I want you to take a half-hour Epsom salt bath. But while you're taking the bath, you're going to stretch in the bath. And then you're going to get out and you're going to feel like shit. I go, well, I already feel like shit. It can't get no worse. So then I got out, toweled off, went over, took a Xanax and naproxen and a baby aspirin. And I'll tell you what, within 30 minutes, almost all the fucking pain was gone. And I was like, what the fuck? So I texted him and then he called me because he gave me a cell number. Called me right up. He goes, what happened? I go, all the pain's gone. I said, I could feel I'm sore, but the pain's gone. He goes, good. Now I know it's not that. I go, what? He goes, I'll tell you later. He goes, you're going to go through a series of tests with me. And then so I texted him back again today. I go, dude, I'm sore as fuck. I felt so good moving around and stuff. When I woke up, that shit wore off. He goes, that stuff will just mask what's wrong with you. But to figure out the condition, I needed to know if it was actually from the accident, or you have what like Celine Dion has, that stiff person disease or something like that. I think Mick Mars has that too, right? So I was like, he goes, "It's not. I don't think it's that now." And you can hear my fucking fingers are faster than normal. I need to take that every day, right? Right in the face. Oh, you can see it was me, or the singer of Oingo Boingo. Polysporin should work. I'll have to check that out. Who are these mysterious extra people who never comment? Well, I would say some of them are my trolls. Some I get a lot of trolls, but they won't come on and comment because they'll get demolished in here. So what's happened? Let me explain to some of the people who haven't known. I had Tom Bukovac and then his buddy Zach, and what's happened is over a while I've been, Dave Spitz from Black Sabbath came on here, and all these. Oh, Polysporin, it's a joke. I don't know. I was like, oh, he knows something I don't. Is that a dominant four, Polysporin? I was like, what is that? I'll try it. Shit, I'll try anything if I know it fixes me. And so like I get a lot of trolls because a lot of people will tell me you suck, you can't play, you can't do this, you can't do that. But obviously, Dave Spitz just did a clinic with Roger Daltrey and my guitar instructor Steve Morris. He said to tell me Steve said hi and everything. He just got back yesterday. And Stet Howland was down there too from Priest and Wasp. Oh, it's an Andy cream. Hey man, maybe I could. Can you drink it? Maybe I need some of that. What's up, John? One is you. Oh, you're busy, so just listening. No, there are some trolls that are going to come on here and watch because Zach did send me a comment in an email a couple weeks ago. My channel ain't going nowhere, so he's got a bunch of fake accounts, and they're going to watch and see what I say. The problem with them is they've run out of the bullshit which they can come after me with, like the fake guitars, and I don't play with anybody that's famous, and I'm a nobody. Well, that's all disproven. I mean, what? I'm not selling holy grails for money. Dave Spitz is on here. Patrick, I think, is coming on next week from Malmsteen that I play with. Yeah, they should have learned their lessons. I mean, the, if you're fucking with somebody and they're not giving you the full amount of information at first, you got to start to wonder. This guy's like a poker player. He's not going to expose his whole hand because I know how the trolls work. I've dealt with these people my whole life. That's why they always lose, and it's a losing end for them. And believe me, if I got a royalty check over outside there for 14.6. I mean, I could show that right now. It's like a, what's it say? Here, let's get it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let's check it out. The wonders and the fun. So I'm not gonna say what it was for, but we'll show you. I take the name off and everything. So let's see. Let's see. Can I do it this way? We'll do We'll take the account number off the bank check number. $14,600 check. Charles Schwab. So you understand what like a Charles Schwab is. It's not a regular bank account. That'll go into the account tomorrow. So there you go. Little royalty check. Bank of America, Charles Schwab. All kinds of stuff on there. And it actually says on the check, I don't know if you could read it. Let's see. Bank of America commercial disbursement account. So obviously it came from something that isn't a normal account. So there you go. We'll throw that over there. So there you go. What's up, Mark? Mark Dennis, 5150. You gotta love anything with a Van Halen in it. 5150. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm a listen. I say it all the time. I've had Dave Spitz from Sabbath on here. He says the same exact shit I say. You got to be humble. You got to have fun. We're just fucking human beings, and I got fortunate and lucky in the music world. I have a lot of connections. I've been with Atlantic Records over 40 years. I've done label work for all the labels, probably close to 100 national artists. I broke a Beatles record with Expose, 4 top 10s, one number one at one time, which I'm one of the first to do that. I mean, but do I give a shit? No. For what? Bragging rights? For what? So what? There's other songwriters. There's tons of songwriters. There's tons of producers many people don't even know about. It's like Fleck did the James Bond theme song. That was the guy Jimmy Page looked up to who was a producer and did jingles and played on thousands of records. What's up, Stevie? You can't. Lydia Vance. Yeah, Atlantic's tough. All the labels and stuff now are completely different. Like the music, like when Dave was talking. So I had a nice conversation yesterday with higher ups at Google about the Zach thing on YouTube because Google actually controls YouTube, and then Alphabet Inc. controls Google. Perishing Square controls them. So sausage fingers. Don't worry, dude. I got big monkey paws. I can't. I half the time like people are like, man, you can't spell. I'm like, it's not that. My fingers are too big for the fucking cell phone, and I'm at a stoplight trying to go as fast as I can. And thanks for the credibility. Yeah, none of the trolls can play a flying V sitting down. That's true, Deer Creek. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Chris, I dropped those Gibson 490s in the LP. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that the brownish one, with the brown back. That was badass. Yeah. So there's, you know, so today I had to the FBI called and they made me go to my kid's school and talk to the resource officer and the head of the security team there. So these guys are actually not, they're telling me, can you go there and have a conversation, show them this email, show them what I'm telling you to do. So I had to pick my son early up, and the head of security was there along with the school resource officer, and I showed him the emails, showed him everything, and they look at you like you're kind of crazy, and then they go, we understand. No one's going to mess with him. So, it's one of those things, just taking the extra precautions, because it's like same thing. Like I know there was a Trump shooting again. I don't know anything about it. I don't I know some people were saying it was fake and stuff. I didn't even see anything on it. I just saw the guy's face. I didn't read about it. I didn't listen to it. I know it was, I don't even know where the fuck it was at. But like, if you're, just think about this. You know what I mean? I don't care who the president is, Democrat, Republican, but just think there's a person out in society who is willing to go to prison the rest of his life to try to shoot at somebody who's a president because he's got mental issues. Again, who gives a fuck who's president? It doesn't do anything for us as people. It really doesn't. Oh, it was a White House Correspondents' Dinner? Yeah, there's millions of fucking crazy people. Millions. And the problem is they all think that they're correct. And they won't listen to reason. You know, if you want to be a man and you're a woman, more power to you. But you're still a fucking woman. You can identify with whoever the fuck you want to be. You want to say that you're a dog and crawl on my street? Just don't piss in my yard, because then I'll have an issue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really? Same ho same hotel Reagan got shot? Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. And then you get like people like, the whole Zach thing. You know, he doesn't even, that whole thing, how it got started was Tom came after me because I stuck up for Gus, because I saw Gus as you know a lower end guy, and I was somebody in the industry that owns one of these fucking guitars and can tell you they're pieces of shit. you know I'll tell you what, I'll take any one of these guitars right here behind me over a 59 as far as the sound and playability. I'll I, Tom can take his fucking, well, he sold his. Tom, any one of his guys can go get a fucking 59. I'll take that shitty $160 Kramer. I'm not even saying it's shitty, but as far as what they would say is a shitty guitar, $160 Kramer, I'll get on a stage anywhere with anybody with a 59, and I'll teach them a lesson. And that sounds arrogant, but that just goes to show that I have faith that I can play so good on that 59, on that Kramer for $160, that the 59 isn't going to help you, because it doesn't help here or here. You know what I mean? The 59 is a great investment. That's it. That's it. It's like a house. It's like comparing guitars are like saying, "Well, my house is $40 million. It's better than your $5 million house." Well, that's perspective or prerogative. I mean, it depends. Are you on the beach? Do you like the beach? Do you like the woods? Do you like the mountain? I mean, see what I mean? It does it. Yeah. All that shit is just, it's all bullshit. All of it's bullshit. Nobody should feed into it, and people that are spewing it should be fucking banned from YouTube. It's just a load of shit. YouTube is supposed to be fun, and I'm glad YouTube right now is cracking down on any accounts. They're deleting a lot of accounts. They're taking a lot of accounts with AI off. If you're using AI, TikTok and Instagram, they're doing a whole sweep, and they're defunding a lot of these channels, and I'm glad they are, and rightfully they should. I'm sick of what it's like to be a professional Nashville musician. Oh, really? Who did you play for? And then they show clips of the gig. There's like fucking 20 people in the audience. That's a gig? I could set up in my backyard and have more people show up. you know? Fuck. And then you expect that you're going to make shitty pay. You only got 20 people there. That's all you drew? 20 people. You don't post, you don't do anything. How do you draw people? You know what I mean? These people don't, they think you just go out and play. And then the clubs and bars are going to be happy with you anywhere in the United States. You do that even around here. You bring 20 people, you're not getting hired ever again. And then that club owner goes and talks to this club owner, and then that one, and this one, and the guy that's running the liquor license for all the clubs. And it's It's just a bad idea to do it that way. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go out, you go out and you fucking hit it hard. You go out with a great band, you draw a shitload of people, and then the first gig with a shitload of people, it's word of mouth. So if you got 200 people that show up, those 200 people are gonna start talking. Man, it was a fucking great time. This band was really good. It was fun. It was fun as hell. Same thing with guitar playing. Do you want to be Tim Henson? Yeah, he's really good, but man, the show sucked. You know what I mean? And no offense to Tim Henson, but he looks like a fucking statue on an ego box. I'm like, bro, that's not what music and entertainment is about. It's called entertainment. Music is a part of entertainment. It falls under a category. And what is entertaining people? Your skill level? Nobody gives a fuck about how good you are. They want to fucking listen to great quality music and have fun. And I don't. And that's where these guys get it all wrong, man. They really do. You know. That's why, like, you gotta fucking have a groove. You gotta feel. Even chords that people like hearing. It's even if it's metal. Metal, whatever it is, you do it and you do it well. You know, nobody gives a shit about this. Nobody cares. He's fast. He's Ingve. Oh, thank you. But if you did, you know what I mean? If you're like, people are gonna resonate to that faster than you know. But then you do this. Oh, like the 5 guitar players that are in the audience are gonna go, "Yeah, he's all right. I can do that better." You know what I mean? But if you do this, and the girl goes, "He's so hot." The guy's gonna go, "You think so? He's dressed like a dork." The other guitar player. Somebody's gonna a fucking mouth and gonna say something. Stevie Ray? Yeah, I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. With the up. You know, I mean, you can practice all that. The guitar person. Hey man, I just subbed. I had a IRC channel like 20 years ago called Jitco. Oh, really? Nice. Thanks for subbing, bro. Yeah, so like, there's a lot of stuff on here that like a lot of so and a lot of people, I don't know. Even the guitarologist, I like his channel, but then I watched a post he did. Uh, what was it? In less than 16 hours, the guitar I put on my channel sold out. Good for fucking you. Who gives a shit? How much money did you make off the sales? Oh, you got a free guitar for $200 when you could have asked for $5 a guitar and they sold 1,000. You know what I mean? You didn't think about the contract or the negotiation. Hey man, if I sell these guitars out for you, will you give me $10 a guitar? See, the social media people don't think about their value and what they're actually doing. And that's what's ruining the markets, you know? It's like, why are you doing what you do for these companies? Why are you shilling for them? Obviously, you don't do it for free. Oh, they're gonna give you $200 plus a free Boss GT 1000 or 100. Okay, you know what I mean. But and then you're gonna go on there and you're gonna say it's the best fucking thing since sliced bread. What's up, Paul? The best thing since sliced bread. My favorite word. It's a game changer. It's gonna revolutionize guitar. And then you go back on their channel. Fast forward it 6 months later, and that shit's nowhere in their arsenal or on their fucking channel anymore because they eBayed that shit. Oh. What's up, Brooklyn? Yeah, I don't get it. I'll tell you. Hey, look, the Charvel, it's a great guitar. So what? It's great for who? It's great for me because I said it. Now, am I going to give you my honest opinion as a? I'm not even going to say I'm a pro guitar player. As a guitar player in general, yeah. As a pretty good guitar player, I'm going to say this is a decent guitar, and if you can get them for $600-700, now I'll tell you, since I've done this with the diesel head that's stock, I like it better than my profiles now. This is a diesel VH4 on channel 3. That sounds fucking great. Otis could chill for Wrangler jeans, get free clean clothing. That is very fucking true. Listen, those jeans and those blue tees, he's, you know, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's like the old metal. And then you roll the gain off. Little coil split. It's a whole different fucking sound. It's crazy when you can do stuff like that. Yeah, very metally, 80s kind of stuff. And roll off the gain. That's right. Kind of, yeah. But I mean, it's like even these kind of things. I don't know what do I got on channel 2. Anything? I think it's down here. Let's see. Like a nice clean sound, right? I mean, so you're going from that extreme to this. Want more of a rock tone? Like, where are you gonna get an amp that does that? The purple one, yeah, it's just metallic purple. Like you can see the black the TV's hitting the black one too. It's not like a hollow flash. The only one that's hollow is the green. Ever just use the volume knob just to lower and increase effect? Yeah, sometimes. But like on here. It cleans up pretty good. You get like nice rock, and then you're back to that, just rolling the volume up. So you can. That's why I love Kempers, and I mean it's a profiled amp, so it's not a modeled amp. It's profiled. It's an actual amp that they put in there. Yeah, it's like it's yeah, same thing. Some of this, and it depends. I mean, to each its own. I mean, I have amps too. I love amps. I love Kemper. I love Fractal. It's like saying I only eat steak. You only eat steak. Why? Because steak is the best. What about chicken and fish and swordfish and dolphin and shrimp and you know what I mean? There's no one all the best for. The only thing people should consider is what are you trying to do and what is the best possible sound you can get for you to achieve your goal. That's the only thing that any guitar player should ask themselves and not pitch. You should buy a Kemper because you can sound like me. You can. No, that's me playing. It's the Indian, not the arrow. But a lot of people lose sight of that, and then they want to pitch lessons or pitch this or pitch product. I I got I got a $300 Gretsch over there, and I got a 16,000 Burst Brothers Les Paul. I like them both. You know what I mean? I like amp heads, and I don't. I like tube amps and non-tube amps. I like all kinds of stuff. I like some of the Randalls. I even like a you can like an AVT 150 Marshall head that no tubes. You put a nice pedal in front of that and an EQ in the loop, you can get it to sound like a tube head. I mean, and then on top of it, how are you going to ever tell anybody what amp is coming through that PA system? You could line up a wall of fucking Marshall fucking plexis and have the Kemper right behind there, and it all looks like it's on. Did you hear that Marshall tone? I told you it's all about the tube head. And then I push the amps aside and I go, no, it's Kemper. And people go, fuck. You know what I mean? It's a facade. Everything becomes a facade. You know, it's like blues. Um, if I rolled this down, you know, this isn't a blues guitar. But let's see, do I have one up here? But I can play something like on my Kiesel because I got the singles. And see, I like singles for blues. I just put a new string on here because I broke it. I did fix my Jackson, by the way, everybody. I mean, see what I mean? Just changing a guitar and then rolling off gain. I mean, just playing like that with a different kind of pickup configuration with that. You know what I mean? You can get those sounds out of there and everything. But again, Kemper's not for everybody. Some people like the, you know, I can run direct and be fine. If I have run the Kemper, I prefer I run it into a power amp and feel the cabs. The girls drunk, girls dancing to brown sugar, don't care if it too exactly. They don't give a shit. Hey, come on, ladies. They don't give a shit. And they don't care about this. All they care about is you doing this and swinging your hair around, or the cool clothes you're wearing while you're going. You know what I mean? Helix too. Helix is good. I'm not going to disagree with you, Deer Creek. You get some great sounds out of there. What's up, Al? Al Martinez. These are great guitars. Who the fuck wants to pay fucking $4,000 for one? You know what I mean? I found a Kiesel Telly I want. He wants $2,000 for it, and it's at a Guitar Center. I'm like, bro, you bought it in too high. Kiesels aren't something that everyone's gonna buy. Hey, what's up, Amir? The Hindi Black Blackcoot? Oh, the Crate GTs? Dude, that was one of my first real amps as a Crate. I feel okay. Hondo Blackout? Yeah. I mean, I had a... what was my first guitar? I can't remember. It wasn't an area. Sean Stafford. What was my first guitar? Oh, an Electra. I had an Electra. That was my first guitar. An Electra. Yeah. So, Amir, I went, I saw another neurosurgeon. He's got me on all kinds of stuff. I go for electrode tests for my nerves. It's in 2 parts, May 6th and May 9th. And tomorrow I gotta get blood work for him. He's checking all kinds of weird shit in my blood work. Shredding. Sometimes I can shred. I did fix the Jackson. I should show you guys. So what happened with the Jackson is when I first got it, I don't know if some of you guys remember, it popped on me. I didn't know what popped on the trem. But when we were, the other night I did an intonation and I saw that the pole piece was up a little high. So I adjusted all that and loosened the strings and got it. So now it sounds better. Now that first string sings, and it's intonated. Stay alive. Yeah, I'm okay. What's up, MT? Yeah, no, I'm okay. They're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. You only you only listen to guitar players that smoke weed. That was funny as shit. Yeah, yeah. Some people say the weirdest fucking things. I only get in a cab with a guy who does heroin. What? Like what? What the fuck did that come from? I don't know. That was a crazy comment, But more power to him. Whatever. So this guitar actually sounds better now. So yeah, I was kind of shocked. So I got the piece back down. If you see it from the last time, that piece was way up. I got it adjusted the saddles and everything. It actually sounds better than I thought it The tone, yeah. I did again, what's up, Mr. Night Owl? That's that diesel head in there. I think I like the diesel head better than I do my head. Yeah, it sounds really good. All the guitars sound great. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really like the sound of this diesel head in here. Who knew? I even changed the name. Heavy with a slash, $ slash Chris slash channel. Hey, this sounds nice and clean, Yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah, this guitar sounds really good now. I guess you just gotta put a little work into some of them and figure out what's wrong with them, and then they're okay. But this one plays way better and sounds better than it did before. I adjusted the neck, the intonation, and then that little pole piece that was on the thing. I don't. It's hard to say if I like it better than that Jackson. It does sound fucking good. Yeah, it's like really clear sounding for some reason. after I adjusted everything, and I know, like, that's got to be close to the Sustainiac, but I think it actually, these play about the same, but I think the red sounds better. Sorry about that. I think the red Jackson sounds better. I don't know if it's the Gus G pickup. See, that's a hair bit money. It's almost like it's got more gain on the high strings. See what I mean? It sounds good, don't get me wrong, but I can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear like a little bit of a difference, like on the high strings. The low strings I can't. Now, I'll say the Red Jackson is pretty comparable to this one, and this one's tight. See how it has that clean? It's clean sounding. See, the lower end is cleaner too. Yeah, the red higher output one sounds a little better to me. It didn't before, but now the Red Jackson actually sounds better to me. Weird, right? Maybe the Gus G pickups are the way to go. Yeah, and the red one didn't sound like that before until I adjusted the neck and got the bridge fixed. I did that this morning. Yeah, see, this has that. It's not overly like distorted on the high, but it's in between. It's in between these two. Like the highs are cleaner and brighter than it's in between those two. Yeah, the red one's Yeah, this is a little brighter, but it's cleaner. It's as clean as the Schecter, but a little bit brighter. Oh, you hate one guitar, the one next, and then yeah. If you don't start comparing them, you don't really hear it. That's why I'm against doing shootouts, because I mean, realistically, I can just add a little more treble on here, and then that guitar is gonna sound like this. You know what I mean? So that's why you have EQs, so you can re-EQ something. Problem is, these frets get so fucking small up here, my big ass fingers. I have to be careful. Yeah, you can make anything sound good, and if you have to EQ a patch to a patch, and I don't, and that's the other thing. If you're playing in a huge place, like even some of the clubs I've played in with Vinny and them guys, I mean, those, like Crazy Uncle Mike's and the other place, they were pretty big. And if you're going through a PA, I really don't think you're going to hear the difference from guitar to guitar because of the way that the rooms are throwing through a PA at that kind of loudness with all those people who absorb sound. Yeah, it's definitely the Indian. I agree with you 100%. Because without the Indian, that arrow ain't even coming out of the backpack. The arrow holder, whatever the fuck they call it. You need an Indian. The Indian points, he aims, he thinks, not the arrow. The Indian had to create the arrow. Oh, man. That's why I love these live streams, getting into these topics like that, because it's so true. Is it the 59 Les Paul? Fuck no. It's the guy who plays it. So, like, you put fucking, I don't know, who's like an incredible guitar player of that's out now. Take a Michael Lee Firkins or a Greg Howe or Tony McAlpine. Put him on a $200 guitar and then put T-Bags on a fucking 59 and see who's going to fucking outplay who. Yeah, that's true. You got to have a great sound guy. Great sound guy makes or breaks a band. And a lot of times, sound guys been doing sound so long, they're treble deaf because they've been hearing treble for so long. They put more and more, and then the bands start to sound thin. It's true. Yeah, the tone, tone, and I swear to God, no matter what guitar I play and what amp I play through or modeler, I sound the fucking same to me. And that I think that's part of us chasing tone. And that's what made me realize, dude, you're never gonna sound like Randy Rhoads or Eddie Van Halen. You're not him. You're just you. No matter what you fucking play through, no matter what you do, you're always gonna sound like you. So I just started listening to stuff and trying to EQ it the best I can to what I like, and then deal with it. The idea of chasing to I think amp and guitar companies understand this, and that's why they keep pushing a different looking guitar that sounds the same. I from the 50s, you take a 50s guitar to a guitar now, yes, it might be made better a little bit in pickups, but it's still a fucking guitar with six strings. It Chuck Berry's gonna sound like Chuck Berry. It's just because he's gonna roll the gain off. You know what I mean? Chuck Berry gets on a modeler. Okay. take the reverb off, take all the effects off, bypass it. He's gonna he's gonna sound like Chuck Berry no matter what he does. You know what I mean? Nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna sound like me. and me is a part of Eddie, part of Randy, part of George, part of Chris Olivia, part of. I'm just a product of all the guitar players that I've enjoyed and watched and stole from. Let's give Chuck an Ibanez and a 5150. He'll stay on the green channel with the gain exactly, and he's gonna lower the pickups because he ain't gonna have all that brightness coming through. And he's probably gonna go to like one of those old school picks, you know. That's why I love these guys coming around like, oh, I play with my fingers. I think how's that Van Halen song go? So, like, you know, people have been playing with fingers for a long time. Like, that's something new. You know, like Jared, what's his name? Jared Nichols is doing it now. Richie Kotzen's been doing it. Paul Gilbert's gone the fingers. I'm like, bro, why didn't you try that when you were younger? I mean, there were tons of blues guitar players like Johnson and those guys doing all that back then. You just figuring out you can play with your fingers now? Clapton said the D18 Martin was a great playing guitar, but the D28 was actually built to be better. Oh, built to be. Yeah. It's true. I believe that. Is there a best and worst of anything, really? Maybe YouTube channels. Some of these channels are just fucking ridiculous, bro. And listen, Bad Brad is gonna stop with the AI photographs. He's starting to look like Pete Thorne in his fucking thumb shots. All he's gonna do. Oh man. Yeah. Just some. Yeah, that's what I mean. We got. Page was doing it. Randy Rhoads did it. Eddie Van Halen did. We've all played with our fingers. Why is that new to rock and roll? You know what I mean? Red Beach, I'm only 17. I used to be able to play that a long time ago. Current players, Brendan Schultz, Mike. Mike is good. I like him. Yeah. AI filters are ridiculous, dude. I was flipping. I was like, "Who the fuck is that? Is that the new Pete Thorne?" And then I look under Bad Brad. I'm like, it's like he's like thin in the face and like buff. His hair's all nice. I'm like, bro, you're nothing about that is. I'm like, dude, you look like Pete Thorne. A muscular Pete Thorne. Like Pete put on 20 pounds lifting weights. Chet Atkins, yeah. Ray Clark. Yeah, those are the guys that I grew up with. They only find their fingers on the dominant seventh. This is Brad's taking Chuck Norris's place. Guitar Max, yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like, man, I see a lot of people with their channels are like change, you know? Like, dude, this is just for fun. This isn't a fucking job. YouTube is not a fucking job. When you say YouTube is a job, you should be locked up in a mental institution. It's ridiculous. You're that fucking lazy. You don't want to go work and earn your way into the community. You know, it's great you can give lessons and you can do this, but then you're fucking begging for money. It's crazy to me. That's why I demonetized my channel. I don't give a fuck about the money. It's so ridiculous that people want to charge anybody. You know, nobody, nobody wants to talk about laughter. Like the other day, we were talking about the fives to the ones and how I figure out if I'm playing an E. So I'm hitting an E, but I'm playing the fifth of the G. So I throw the G in there. And the 5 to the 1 is A and E, but I'm playing an E and a D. So how am I going to figure out where this is what you guys don't tell you. How do you start a solo? Like where? What is your best possible position? Then they start talking about modes, and I'm like, no. You can take that idea and look at, okay, I'm an E. Well, that's a B. If I take that and put it to my top string, there's my B minor position. Here's my E. I got all my triads right there. My B minor, E minor, A minor, my relative G. And I'm using the fives and ones, and it's E with a D, and then my relative major, which is G, that has the D in the five, and an A, which has the E in the five. So take those rhythms like that and you put songs together. Like it's almost like, I hate to say it, it's not rocket scientist, but you like that's the simplest way to say. You know, it's almost like going, well, if you're playing A minor, that's gonna sound boring. So if you're in A, what's the 5? E. E minor, triad, A minor triad, and that's a D. And then you figure out those notes. So why are you going to play A with an A? And then if you look at the A, those are all your open strings. A, D. It's the same notes, but you're in a better position to play the notes. And then if you're playing A, you see your C major. And what's here? Your C major arpeggio, triad. Yeah, it should be fun, man. Velvet Hammer. Looking like that since the 80s. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, bro, from 1988 or 89, you haven't fucking changed. What the fuck happened? Rock music is essentially dead, so we look for other ways to keep it alive. This is the new bar scene. Keep it up. I kind of. That's a great fucking point. And like the other thing is, so like I can't. I'll tell you a funny story. So I hear all these fucking young people from Nashville, the life of a Nashville touring guy. This kid Justin Myers that gave me shit is telling me that he bought his house and he was making $500 a night in Nashville and this and that. He's so full of shit. He doesn't tell you who his parents are. He didn't tell you that he's fucking renting 5 rooms in the house. He ain't. Like, how are you buying a Sir guitar and fucking you bought a house and taxes are 30% higher in Tennessee? Like, none of that pans out. Show me your tax fucking form. You know? Here. Again. You cover up the fucking check. Royalty check. $14,500. Sent to me in the mail. So show me your fucking check. Show me your taxes. I have 3 tax books over here. I think they're over there now. But like, show me. Show me it. You're full of shit. Everyone is a star in their own TV show on their own channel playing a one-man show. I'm making money on YouTube is fine with me, but I wouldn't call it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's okay. It's like a side hustle. It's a good thing, you know. And the problem is a lot of people are trying to get a lot of views out of it, so they come up with these fucking bullshit stories, like the Serge Joe bands and the Bad Brads and this guy and that guy, and then everybody wants to, you know. There's a few guys on here that are the real deal, you know. Um, and that's great. But at the same time, the real deal guys are using this as a real business. Like even Pete Thorne, he's a great guitar player. He's a good guy. But dude, you fucking want $800 to advertise a pedal, and you get to keep the product, and you pick and choose. That's great that you can pick and choose. You're Pete Thorne, but you're charging $800 to $1,000 to review a pedal. Really? Fuck. And then that's the other thing. He says how good these pedals are and whatnot. And how do you know when he's taking money and then reselling the product? Because when I see him with Steve Vai, he's using all of his endorsement stuff. He's not using anything else. So if it's so good, why aren't you using it? Rock ain't close to dead. Vegas shows. It ain't. Yeah, yeah. There's certain places like here in Florida. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of fucking bars. Strip bars are endless here. The fucking rock bars are endless here. Down the street from me, there's a place called Sharky's. 7 nights a week music. But here's the funny story. So I'm watching and listening to all these country guys, right? How to make it in Nashville and this and that. So I go on. They tell you some of the bars that they play. AJ's, Good Times, and you go on YouTube, they actually live stream all their shows. They live stream them. I'm like, there's fucking 20 people in the bar, and you got a tip jar, and you're telling me you're making a living doing that? Bull fucking shit. But he tours with Vi. Yeah, that's true. I somebody in here went to go see Vi. I wonder how that show was. Because I watched a couple of the early ones and I didn't like it. I thought Pete Thorne was actually better than Satriani and fucking Vi. Vi's getting old. He's playing like some shitty scale stuff. He's not all over the stage like he used to. He's getting old. Pete Thorne was like all over the stage, full of life. He's a lot younger, but no one came to see Pete Thorne really. You know what I mean? If we're being honest, when it comes to pedals, all the overdrives and distortion pedals are the same. 6-7 circuits made over and over again. Yes, exactly it. You know, and they put little dip switches inside to change the gain stages or the tone a little bit. But you can go and take the pedal apart and push them and make them sound exactly the same. The Paul Gilbert, Greg Koch tour sounds. Yeah, I like Greg, and Paul's a good friend of mine. I was telling stories about him with Steven earlier. Paul Paul is an odd individual. He's one of the nicest guys out there. I know he was sick probably around 15 years ago, and and about 20 years ago is when I had reached out to him because I was having anxiety because one of my best friends died, and he was like, "Dude, you should play again." And I hadn't picked up a guitar for probably 13 years, not one time. I just got so sick of the industry. I walked away and just and Paul, I so down where we used to live, you had like whiskey and the Troubadour and all the bars, but there were apartment complexes in those areas, and Paul lived in one with Scotty from Great White. I lived in another one with my buddy Gio, and we would go out late at night, and we would go knock on Paul's door at like fucking 10:30 at night, and he'd be like in a pair of shorts with a tank top. We're like, "Hey, bro, we're going out." Nah, I can't, man. I'd really like to, but I'm working on something. He always had like this geeky mannerism to him, and I'm sorry if he thinks I'm picking on him, but I'm not. But Paul understands what I'm saying. He was like a geeky IT tech guy who happened to play guitar instead of computers, and he was so good at it because of the way he was and the way he studied. He was like a genius at IT that happened to be a genius at guitar, and that's how he was. You could walk over his house at 7 in the morning. He had the guitar still on. We're still working on it, man. I'm like, fuck, this guy don't ever stop practicing. George Washington. Yeah, Paul and Greg are touring together. Mike's the best bassist with Paul. Yeah, I haven't talked. I talked to Paul. Man, he just was down here maybe 3 months ago. But because he's so busy, I don't get to talk with him all the time. Kind of like Patrick. Patrick's been busy, so I'm gonna get Patrick maybe next week. I'll have him on the channel. I'll see like after one of his lessons or something in Boca, he can stop by and we'll do the thing. Yeah, he did. Paul sold some guitars. So I had a long. If you go back through my old videos in here, I had a red Ibanez. It had red pickups. It was a red Ibanez. It was like I want to say an RT42, I believe. Paul gave me that guitar. It was one of the guitars he played in Racer X because I opened up for Racer X with a band called Roxanne at one time, and he gave me the guitar. Um, we did a trade, and Rob Shores, my buddy Rob Shores, he was a writer for Guitar World and Guitar Player magazine back in the day. He was watching one of the videos. He goes, "Is that Paul guitar?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "I don't play it," and he goes, "Listen, I'm a huge fan. Would you be willing to make a trade?" I was like, "Okay." And he traded me a really nice tailor-made guitar that was signed by um, Andy Timmons and a couple other people. But Rob Shores has that guitar now. The whiskey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it depends. If I'm available and I go out, I would go see. I'd go see Paul or whatever. Pick on, pick three people to live on a deserted island forever. My son and my wife. Well, maybe not the wife. Shh. Carmen Electra and my son. No. I'm just kidding. My wife and my son. Man, on a deserted island forever. Does it count if he has a helicopter and we can fly on and off? Yeah. 3, 2. What's up, bird dog? Yeah, I saw that. That was really fucking cool. I love Schofield, man. Schofield has an odd sense of feel. I love the way he plays. Son and wife? Oh, I don't count? Honey, I'm home. Yeah. So it's just us three, or I three people with me. All right. I'd love to have my mom back. My mom passed away about 10, 15 years ago. That way my son could meet my mom. Yeah, I Schofield, like I Al DeMille has got incredible speed and chops, and you know, but Schofield just has this weird sense of timing and playing that makes him very very interesting to me. Like I like for me, you don't have to be a super technical player. And this is a great thing because yeah, Schofield. I love Schofield. The thing is, like I even said about Gus's playing Voiju. I rather watch him play than Teabags, and a lot of people didn't understand that. I said because he's more interesting to me. Tom is predictable, but Gus does stuff because he's not as experienced, and it's very interesting that he'll throw something in off the cuff that I would never think to do, or Tom wouldn't think to do because he's taking a chance. So I I don't care if you're not that good of a guitar player, as long as you play super interesting to me. Yeah, Julian. Yeah, he's really good too. I've seen some of his stuff. There's a lot of great guitar players out there, man. I just hope that they get their wits about them and get into the business of writing to make them viable for a very long time. You know what I mean? Great picks. Thanks, Amir. And you should be getting that thing soon too. The drawing. I asked my son for it. He couldn't find it. I was like, "What?" He found it though. Yeah, there's a lot. Like even Tim Henson. Tim Henson's interesting to me, and I'll watch him play for one or two songs. But then after that, he does everything the same all the time, which makes it non-interesting. He's interesting for two or three songs, but like Schofield does a lot of different shit, song after song. That's kind of what made Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads interesting. Their solos, even though they played the same, they hammer-ons and pull-offs. Like I don't know, solo was different than Crazy Train, and Crazy Train was a lot different than Mr. Crawley, and Feel Your Love Tonight was a lot different than I'm the One, and I'm the One was a lot different than Ain't Talking About Love. They were very interesting in the way they played from song to song. Even though it was them, they played differently, and that's what I like. How about Brev? Who, Sullivan? You talking about Sullivan from down here? Shreddy scale? Well, there's more like shreddy licks, like the string skipping, forwards, backwards. But I skip the string. Then you go to the string and skip forwards, skip a string backwards, go back to the string and skip forwards. Greg Martin? No. And like I like whole tone stuff a lot. They're not really shreddy though. Shreddy better. Yeah, so like if you're doing stuff like stuff like that. I mean, stuff like that's really hard, but I mean, those are you can do like the Van Halen lick. Stuff like that. Yeah, Greg Goldie was unbelievable, dude. That guy's. Yeah, Greg Goldie knew all this stuff. Yeah. He didn't do the string skipping like me, but he did a lot of crazy stuff as well. There's, like, so, like, I would take something from him where, like, I would do a variation or something, or, like, like the octave thing. Everyone knows this arpeggio. Then Gary Moore took it and shortened it. Stuff like that. So you start taking those ideas where you see that people are taking from certain licks, and then I go, well, here's the octave thing. And I go, well, wait a second. Well, what if I combine that octave? And then I come up with, and you're like, yeah. So you start to do stuff like that, and you look at stuff like that and go, and then I start to think, how the fuck did I even come up with that? Some of the stuff I've come up with a long time ago. Same with scales. If you're playing a scale, now you drop under it because we all did the blues thing this way. So now you're playing this fucking scale completely different, which now you start looking at the scale. The Sullivan? Are you talking about Brev though? Brev Sullivan? I don't know who you were talking about though. Oh wait, was he? Time of Keel, EVH for Keith Richards. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about Brev Sullivan though? Brev Sullivan's okay. He's a little odd. Brev needs to stop wearing makeup at 55, 60 years old when he's out fucking shopping at Publix. But he's an okay guitar player. But his jazz guitar playing is not really jazz. He fakes his jazz shit, which is sad because Ira was a fucking great jazz musician. When you're playing the bullshit jazz chords like he does. But I mean, Brev's a decent guitar player when it comes to rock and roll for sure. Do I have any Lynch in me? No, I try to keep him out. That kind of stuff. George like this. He likes sixes. And open strings. George likes a lot of that stuff. Yeah, Brev's a decent guitar player. He's clueless though. But what's his wife's name? Shit, I forgot her name. She's not Chris. Is Crystal? No. Fuck, I forgot her name. She's cool as shit too. His wife. But I don't mind Brev. Brev's an alright guy. I got no problem with him. He's a decent guitar player. No, Greg didn't make a lot of money with Dio. Nobody did. Dio's another Ozzy. I hate to say that because these are my heroes, but Ozzy didn't pay for shit. Jake got ripped off. Randy got ripped off. Zach got ripped off. Dio ripped off fucking Vivian. He ripped off Doug. He ripped off Craig. He ripped off a lot of people. Yeah, nobody did. That was the problem because that's how it's all started into what it became today is these hired guns playing for $100 a show because guys like Ingve know from the old Dio and Ozzy, listen, you're gonna play with me. I'm a fucking legend. I got guys that'll play for free. You want $100 a show? Come get it. Yeah, he ripped off Chasey Guns too. Yeah, yeah. And you hear about it all the time. Like David Lee Roth, Michael, and Eddie Van Halen with Alex ripped off, you know, Michael Anthony. You own this? Yeah. That's why. I, that's why when all this started and went down years ago, I was writing under my real name and I was getting fucked left and right, and nobody was talking about it. Now it seems like after I started talking about this a little bit, like guys like Lukather are talking about getting ripped off in credits, and Carmen Appice has come out and said how Ozzy's ripped off him in credits. It's it's why I ended up signing NDAs. If you signed an NDA with me, I got a check. You had to pay me, or you were sued, and they knew that. So it was better. I don't give a fuck. Own it. Just give me my money. I could care less about the fame. As long as I can go buy that new fucking Kiesel, I don't give a fuck. You can tell whoever the fuck you want that wrote it. I just told the story about Jay Z because Jay Z's a pretty big guy. I said, we were wrestling one time and I had him in a headlock and stuff. It was at a party and stuff and messing around and stuff. But he's actually a lot stronger and bigger than people think. And I said, Beyonce's really tall too. But like there are certain guys in the music industry that are very powerful. Nikki Sixx is one of them. A lot of people don't know that. Nikki Sixx has a lot of pull in the music industry. Why and how? I have no fucking idea and I don't know. But I know he was written songs for people that you would never fucking guess and I can't say. Like pop bands. Yeah, Lukather's okay now. But like Nikki Sixx, if you don't think he was writing fucking pop hit songs for fucking I can't say the band, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy was selling shit left and right. He's a great songwriter, and the labels love him. And he's a dick. Yeah, yeah. Dio had the laser show, and yeah, that was a cool thing. I tried to get a tribute band to do. So we have the laser light shows. Like I've called those companies, and they were telling me that they would do a laser show for a tribute band for 20,000. I was like, man, that's fucking cheap. I could get them to do a laser light show for like 5,000 seats, and I probably could out of 5,000 seats. I'm guessing I could make 80 grand, and I put on a laser light show. See, that's I always wanted to entertain people on a big way like that with the laser lights and fucking like a big fucking story. Yeah, Tracy, Angry Machines. I remember Strange Highway record. Angry Machines, I don't remember. The Strange Highways, I remember. Helen's on Fire with Lukather. You know, and the, and like I was just watching. My kid was sick today, so I had to go get him from school, and we are watching. It was on all these other wrestlers who were talking bad about Hulk Hogan. You know what a dick he was backstage and this and that and his ego. And then I watched like guys like Big Sexy saying how he was the man. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were jealous of him. Abuse at home from Oregon. It's possible. Oregon. It's crazy when you start hearing the stories. But like, what's funny was while I was watching the wrestling stories, I'm like, it's the same shit in the music industry. This guy's talking about that guy. That guy's talking about this guy. This guy's lying about this guy. This guy's banging that guy's wife. It's like fucking. It's everywhere. Ask Steve Lukather. That's funny. I think Prince said that too. They asked Prince, and Prince said, "Ask Eric Clapton or somebody." Alex and Lukather is going to be amazing. Something needs to happen. Somebody's got to bring fucking rock and roll back. You know, and I got booking agencies ready to book the War Pigs thing, and I'm still waiting on Gabrielle from Lynch Mob to tell me what tracks he likes. The late '60s to the '70s, yeah, like all the Steve McQueen's and shit. I love that stuff, man. All those ones. Um, and the Charles Bronson movie where he was a vigilante, where um, Jimmy Page did some backing movie score backing tracks and shit. That stuff is cool as shit to me. Steve Lukather meets Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell's a badass on guitar. Like a lot of people don't know that guy can fucking play. Who was the other guy that fucking could play too? Jerry Reed. Jerry Reed's really good on guitar too. But they get Jerry Reed's he. A lot of people know him from Smokey and the Bandit as opposed to being an actual country fucking guitar player. Bullet, yeah, Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry's were great. I've lost count. Lust might be your punk. Oh, commotion! Seen the lost. I've seen the lost count. Tony Tedesco. Yeah. I, you know, he's another underrated guy. Some of these guys. And that's the other thing I don't understand about some of these YouTube guys. You know, where they can't even coincide and look up and do research when people left schools to actually say that they went to school and studied with this guy. Like the Bad Brad stuff. I know he didn't study from Paul Gilbert. I was fucking in Paul's classes with him, and then I left in '86. He left in '87 because by '88, Mr. Big was already fucking hidden. It's like, Brad, you didn't take lessons from him. Buckethead did, not you. But I don't like why lie about something that you can get caught on like that? It's stupid. You know, like I like like does Zach think I'm so fucking stupid to hang this out in the open if it's fake? Is he that ignorantly naive to think with all these fucking guitars around that I'm going to buy a fucking Team guitar? Are you out of your fucking mind? You know what I mean? I just showed you a check for I don't know where it went now. It's $14,600 a check for me. Like, Zach, what the fuck are you thinking? Big Show was cool in '98. The Big Show. That's funny. You're not the one who smacked down south. He's a big motherfucker. Jesus, man. Cause I'm trying to remember. Was Big Show taller than the Harris brothers? The Harris brothers were like 6'9". They were fucking tall when I met them. I was like, fuck, they're tall. They weren't really big, but they were skinny, but fucking tall as fuck. I remember like looking up at them. If you were Paul, you'd sue Brad for defamation because telling people he took lessons from Paul had to hurt his lesson sales. Kind of, it does. A lot of people don't think like I like. It's obvious that I'm a product of the fucking '80s. I grew up in that shred era because that's what I like. That's not where I made money, and I don't play like that on a normal basis. But obviously, I like it because I play it, and I mean, it's like going to school with Becker and Friedman and Paul and all those guys back in the, like 82, 83, 84 ish. You know what I mean? When you're around those kind of guys and growing up like that, you're going to play like your fucking guys that you grew up with. A Team U pedal? No. I bought a Zoom. You mean the Zoom pedal? A Zoom GT, no, a Zoom G50 Plus is what I bought. Oh no, I did. No, it wasn't a Team U pedal. It was a new X. It was a new X. I had the Valve Tone GP 200, and I had a NuX Trident. He's over 7 foot. Yeah, I know the Harris brothers were fucking tall. I can't remember Big Show how tall he was. I thought he was around 7, but because the Harris brothers, I remember like just like looking straight up at them. Jesus, but the difference, Big Show was fucking big. Like the Harris brothers were just like twigs, man. They were skinny as fuck. Like two of them together was a Big Show. You know what I mean? I bought, yeah, it wasn't Temu. Did I buy a Temu pedal? Oh yes, I did. I did buy a Temu pedal. It was the Tank G. Yes, I did buy a Temu pedal. I paid, what did I pay for that? It was the chargeable one. My buddy Lou has that now. It was a Tank G. It was purple, I think. It was a chargeable Temu. Everyone was talking about that. I had my wife buy it because my wife bought it for me. I said, see if you could find a thing called the Tank G. She's like, is this a? I said, yeah, buy that. Because everyone was selling for like 79 on eBay. But you could order it for, it might even been 49. I don't even remember. Yeah, it was a Temu, the Tank G. That thing's really good. I think they got a new one out. But I did see NuX came out with a new one too. The NuX G51 or the NuX, they got something new out too. And I see the new Fusion guitars. They're not the Max Fusions now. Yeah, Temu. You know, then I can't say anything bad about Temu because that was the only thing I ever got from them. My wife bought like a pair of weird Crocs, and they were too small, so she sent them back. But like, I guess the clothing and shoe sizes from like China or whatever are different. You know what I mean? And then like they have some really cool looking golf clubs that I always wanted to, like when you would see them on like Marketplace and you click on it and it's fucking Temu and I'd be like, ah, fuck that. But they had like engravings on them. They're like purpley kind of changing colors, like anodized putters and stuff. I was always interested if they were any good because I do have the putter I use in golf, which I don't golf no more because of my fucking accident and the surgeries. I have a Japanese Casco red putter. After your post, they sold out. Yeah, and I got nothing for it. You know, it's funny. I was kind of shocked on how fucking good those are. And my buddy Lou is using that. And I was like, dude, it's like the fly rigs, but it's a chargeable fly rig. And it has 8 cabs in there that sound great. You know, and those are great too. The fly rigs, like I like the Plexi fly rig. I have the silver one, the Plexi fly rig. I have that in my closet somewhere. The Richie, and I used to have the Richie Kotzen fly rig. Matter of fact, he's got a Richie Kotzen fly rig. I should buy that from him. I wonder if he'll trade me something. What can I trade him? Do I got some in here I can trade? For a fly rig. We can hook that up in here. Because it's got the OMG on there. That's a great pedal. I think, isn't that Tech 21, the OMG overdrive? That's a great fucking overdrive. Super quiet. Remember, it's not, it, it goes to the E. Then my favorite part. Yeah, Richie still uses that. It's tomorrow. The clubs would have been too short. Yeah, Richie still uses the fly rig. Team you. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Like I don't I know one guy that said he had a Team U Les Paul, and he said it was great. I go, well, what'd you do with it? He said, I sold it. I go, why? If it was good. He goes, I don't know. I go, it must not have been that good. The shirts were okay. Now I do have the Gibson hoodie I have. Somebody told me that's from Team U, but I found that in a thrift store here, and I put it on, and it says extra large, but it's a little tight. He's like, I got the same hoodie. I got it from Team U. I go, really? Mine was so he. I paid more for mine because he said he paid like $7 for it. I go, I paid $10 at the fucking Goodwill. Thanks, man. Sounds great. Thanks. Broken headstocks? That don't matter. After you glue them back together, and I would use a like Loctite marine glue. Keep the moisture out. But once you glue those fucking things and you clamp them, they're fucking stronger than they were before. It won't break in the same place. It'll break in another spot. How much did they give you off of for that? Yeah, I headstock repairs. The Gibson my cousin owned, the one behind me. That's got a headstock repair. Because when they took out the fucking this thing, they cracked. They actually cracked it in the vise because the wood was fucking rotted. Yeah, I I don't see anything with. Man, Blackfire pickups, huh? Oh, Team U. It's that's how you spell it. Temu, not O. I thought it was Timo. Timo. So we're saying it wrong. I thought it was Temo too. Fuck. Temu. Is it Temu or Temu? Yeah, that's I don't know. That's kind of like what's that other word? And what's the other one that's on there? There's a couple of those companies, but I think you can buy all the Temu stuff on Amazon, right? Like, so my wife just, like, if I buy anything, she just goes to Amazon if I tell her to get something. Like the Zoom GT pedal, I got that off Amazon. Fucking threads fell apart. Timo, Timo, Netherlands. I don't think I know. Oh, you think it's more on Amazon than Temu? It might be because that's where she buys her stuff, and because she can send it back and get her money back. And a lot of times they'll just tell her to keep it. It ends up in the garbage, but still tell her to keep it, and they'll refund the money. And I'm trying to get a Kiesel. There's a Kiesel Telly for sale. They want a little bit of money for it, but it's at one of the Guitar Centers. They want like $2,000 for it. I'm like, the resale on the you'll never sell it. 12, 13. Timo Summers. Timo. Oh fuck, he should change his name, bro. Timo. It sounds like Temu. Although he could parlay that into maybe a bigger career than it was. Check out Temu. See, that guy would change my name legally to Temu. Temu. So when you look up Temu, he pops up as a fucking guitar player. Oh wow, guitar player. Let me check him out. Oh, the Walmart section, online. You can get the Rick Beato course for $99.99 on Walmart's website. And get an extra 10% off. All you got to show is your smiling face. Oh my god. And if you give him $105.99, you can get Red Shoals as an extra bonus. his master class. It's all about shilling. Oh man, I knew the jokes wouldn't stay for long. The Velvet Hammer buys his toupees off Temu. Oh my god. Him and fucking Michelangelo. They're brothers. They're actually the same person. Bad Michelangelo Brad Beato. I mean, Fadio. Beato. Holy fuck. Yes, that is true. I have more money than brains. That is true. I never claimed to be smart. It's not just asshole to you, it's stupid asshole. What my wife likes to call me. You never see Michelangelo and Bad Brad in the same room at the same time. Yeah, that's why the Nam thing is completely out. Did he just go to a 4-neck guitar? Yeah, because his second neck's in the way. I just can't talk. My wife said, "When are you getting plastic surgery?" I said, "When you pay for it." It I'll tell you something. I said it was a long time ago. Tony McAlpine said to me, "Hey, have you played with um Vinnie Moore yet?" I go, "What, jam?" I go, "The room can't hold that many notes." Oh man, the room isn't big enough. Michelangelo Betty needs to learn how to play on one neck before they add 3 more. That's true. Is he even married? I can't even look it up. I don't even know if he's married. Some of these guys are, you know, it was like over the Christmas time. Fucking Rick Beato is worried about putting out a fucking video as opposed to spending Christmas with his family. I'm like, bro, give it a fucking break, man. But these guys are so obsessed with fucking YouTube. It's like a woman with Black Friday sales. Steel Panther. I love Steel Panther. Who the fuck would marry Michelangelo? Zach. Oh, oh my god. Satchel's great, man. Russ Parrish. Dude, that guy is a great guitar player. I loved him in Fight with Rob Halford. I said it before. I think Rob Halford should have kept Fight going. T-Bags is the ring boy. Hold on. Don't scratch the 58. What did he have? A 58? Yeah, something. Have you ears? Like Zach and Michelangelo. They could do like the new 2000. They could have. This is how it should be. All right. They could do the Zach and Michelangelo Badio love story. They could have Bad Brad narrate it. The Velvet Hammer. Once upon a time, there was a boy with a mad crush with a man that had a toupee. He could never get it on straight, but he could play a guitar like a motherfucker. Oh, he loses the ring and the enhanced beer can tabs. Oh my god. Too funny. And what did they? Tom never answered me. I said, I bet you sold that fucking car before you sold those guitars. He wouldn't answer. Oh man, the fun. Too much fun. We should start a late night talk show. Bad Brad is the fucking band that sits in. We'll get him a band. Beato, Beato could be the host. Beato could be like, oh man, like Johnny Carson. Who was the guy that used to work with Johnny, the heavy guy? What was his name? Yeah, he played with Vinnie Morris. I think he still plays with UFO. Ed McMahon. That's it. Yeah. The The Velvet McMahon. Here's Beato could be the host. Bad Brad could be like the Ed McMahon. And here's your host. What can we call Rick? Rick Beato. Rick, your host, Rick Smiley Beato. Smiley Beato. They call him the Velvet Hammer because of his hands, not his voice. Oh my god. What's that thing called that they use to crack shellfish? What's that tool called? The Velvet Hammer. You know what I'm talking about? You crunch the shells with it. I don't know what the claw cruncher. That'd be a new wrestling move. The Velvet Hammer. His new move, the claw cruncher. Look up the band Diesel and his brother Ammon. Oh, I think I saw something about with that. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Ahmed and Dweezil doing all those things. The claw cruncher. Oh my god. The ball cruncher. Dude, it'd be like a Saturday Night Live skit, to be honest. You could have Tom on guitar for the band, fucking just playing his chords. No one gives a shit. No one's paying attention because it's fucking boring. People are trying to talk to him. He's ignoring them because he's his ego. And then you got the Velvet Hammer on the couch with Rick Beato. It wouldn't. I don't think that show would function very well. And then at the end of the show, they could sing "Kumbaya." Kumbaya, my love. Oh my god. 20 people were there? Jeez. You know, if I was the Velvet Hammer and had the worst guitar YouTube channel, I wouldn't pick Bad as a nickname. Guitar professional. Do you really know the chords to that tune? What Kumbaya? No, I really don't. It just sounded like a G to me. It was probably like a Nobody does? Fuck. Should we look it up? Let's look it up. How to play Kumbaya. How to play Kumbaya, my lord. Guitar lesson. Let me see what the fucking chords are. Kumbaya. G, C, G, A minor, G. I told you it was a G. There you go. Fuck. Who knew? Goes great with all the pattern and position that I'm playing. You can solo in G minor? E minor. A minor. The first Theo show, the 200. Yeah, first video is probably from Red Show. Yeah, Kumbaya's every rose has a thorn. And but yeah, but they got D. Every rose has. It would be cool to find anyone that has modeled the ADA digital preamp tone Paul Gilbert had from the late 80s. You just thought of that? That actually would be fucking cool. That Racer X tone. Even in the Mr. Big. He had great tone with Mr. Big. Mick Ronson, he was fucking awesome, man. Yeah, Mick was a great guitar player. And he played a lot of basic stuff, but he was very clever with it. He he Rory Gallagher and Mick Ronson. I don't know why, but Rory was a faster player than Mick. But I don't know why those two were so different, but they remind me of each other. I don't know why. Keep the Velvet Hammer away from fur coats. Yeah, Randy Rhoads was a big Mick Ronson fan. Yeah, the singer for Mr. Big was really good. The fucking his last name was Martin, wasn't it? Jeff, was it Jeff Martin, or was that the drummer for fucking Racer X? Jim Martin, Jeff Martin. I I can't remember. Tony Martin, Tony Orlando and Don. That's where Randy got all his bands from. Was Mick. He didn't know he did Jack and Diane and Morrissey stuff. Give the Velvet Hammer a fur coat in a week. He'll be standing up on his own. Oh. Yeah, Mick Ronson was fucking great. Bart, when he had the bangs kind of thing going. The Velvet Hammer. It's another YouTube channel. His name's Bad Brad. I used to be a fan of the channel, and I thought all the stories were legit, and then I found out that he was lying about a lot of stuff. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm not saying his channel's bad. He's letting. They seem to all get like a little too big for their britches, and then they start changing things, and they think they're bigger than they are, and and it is what it is. But Bad Brad does have some good content on there, and he can play. He's a pretty good, decent guitar player. Yeah, Bad Brad. It's more laid back. Yeah, listen. I, I'm not gonna be. Back in the '80s, they said, "Fuck all that." It's entertaining at times, but sometimes it's a little annoying. You know, I did 10 world, 12 world tours in arenas, not gigs, clubs, arenas. I played arenas for 10 years. But I'm not going to be a dick and come up here and say, the story. Fuck all that. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? You were born in 67? Yeah, me too. But everybody think I'm. So what? You get fucking lucky. You know what I mean? It's like hitting the lottery. Are you any different of a person after the lottery? Did you let the money go to your head, or are you the same person before the lottery? You know what I mean? Are you gonna go out and spend it and act like a hotshot, or are you gonna fucking save it so that all the families way after you can live off of it and invest it? You know what I mean? It depends what you allow things to do to you. That's all. Me, I'm a funny dude. I don't give a shit about what I did. So what? I can play guitar. So what? I got lucky. You know what I mean? I don't have to act like I'm bigger than anybody. That's what I love about this channel. I'm just one of you guys, man. And it's great to have these conversations and just joke around. He made 40 pounds a week. How much is that in American money? Yeah. Money shouldn't Money and fame should never change a person. And like you start to hear all these stories. And I have friends that have made it. Like Jason from Zygon Kick, and he changed. And Marilyn Manson, Brian, he changed. And they changed for the worse. I'm not going to be that fucking guy because I watched them do it. Good for them. You help me not be a dick. You know what I mean? If you guys ask me, I'm going to show you something. I don't give a shit. Hey, show me that lick. Show me what you're doing. Who cares that you're going to be able to do something that I came up with? You're the man, act like the big show. Yeah. You grew up on the south side of Chicago? Holy shit. So you're a tough son of a bitch, right? You'll become a conservative overnight. I I don't know. I would, you know, and that's a whole other thing that I don't even know what I am, to be honest with you. I love life. I love people. I don't I don't I find beauty in most things. Like I find like a guitar that, like, if even if it's a piece of shit, I might find something nice about it. There's a beauty in something. That's why I like watching people that aren't as skilled as me, or other people. And if it's interesting, it's interesting, and I find a beauty in that. I think most women are beautiful till they open their mouths, but but you know what I mean. There's beauty in everything. You take it for what it's worth until they do something to you, and then it changes. You're humble. It's a good way to be, because then you just move right through that crowd unnoticed. That's how I look at it. Like, I'll tell you a funny story. Here's another funny story for you guys. I know you guys like funny stories. So I came back from one of the tours, and there's a place called the Broward Mall. I used to hang out there with Oni Logan and Ray West from Spread Eagle. We used to go there on Sundays. So I would, my dad, I come into town and my dad's like, "Hey, I gotta go buy some jeans." So I was like, "Okay, I'll go with you." So I go into the Broward Mall with him, and my hair is down. People don't, they're looking at me, but they don't know. But I'm walking really slow, right? And my dad says to me, "Come on, boy, you're fucking walking like your grandma. The fuck is wrong with you? You got a broken leg?" I go, "Dad, you got it all fucking wrong." He's like, "Okay, school me, wise man." I go, "The slower you walk, the more the sea of people part. Because they walk around you because you're going so slow. So I don't have to walk in zigzag like you're doing. I just walk nice and slow in a nice line while you're." I go, "I'm going to get there, what, a minute later than you?" but I don't have to deal with the zigzag. Fuck you. Oh, that's funny, man. Think of the brilliant top people that were never just. Oh yeah, that's what I mean, dude. You watch. I. That's what I say. I. That's why I even say it to you guys. I'm sure some of you guys can fucking outplay me. I'm sure there's guys in here that are fucking incredible players that can outplay me. They just come on to watch because maybe I'm funny or they want to see something that I do that they don't do. There's a lot of those people. You got to think that there's tons of fucking people out there that can play. Great parties on the south side of Chicago in the 80s. Hell yeah. What's up, Paul? You love this channel because you're a cool dude and the attitude in this room is chill and all the people are very cool. Yeah. And thanks. Yeah, I'm not afraid to tell you guys the truth. Now, there's certain things I can't tell you, but I'll tell you as much as I can. And fame isn't always fortune. You got that right. That's 100%. You can have all the fucking fame you want. I'll take the fucking money and well, slide through that crowd, humble. I miss the 80s too, man. Your channel is a comedy thing. You took money to set up a guitar there. Therefore, my said I'm a guitar professional. He made the channel and he says I look like a gremlin. Oh no. I'm gonna now I'm gonna I have to check that out. The guitar professionals. 85, 84. The guitar professionals. Where's my fucking pen? I'll check you out. I don't if I didn't sub you, I'll sub you. Yeah, the 80s in the South Side. Man, I miss the 80s everywhere. Fuck. The 80s in New York were fucking incredible. Limelight, China Club, CBGBs. There were so many great clubs out there. And then you had LA, the Whiskey Sunset, Troubadour. I mean, Gazzarri's. I mean, everywhere. And then you had Vegas, and then you had down here. There were, you know, and then you had Atlanta, like the underground and stuff. There were a bunch of clubs over there too, like the out of state drivers. Dude, man, out of state drivers. I don't know who's worse, bro. You know where I gotta go, Mark? I gotta go to Hialeah to do some electrode testing. Then I gotta go to Kendall and do more electrode testing. I don't know. I don't know if the drive is gonna to Kendall. The 2 hour drive is worse than going to Hialeah. And like, do I bring a gun? I don't even. I don't know which is worse, Hialeah or the out of town drivers. Who is my favorite famous player I ever met? Well, I got to hang out with Eddie Van Halen quite a bit, and he had his issues. And Prince, I got to hang out with him for a week. Now Prince made me uncomfortable, even though I thought he was a genius. But Eddie was just fucking. I have to say Eddie. He just didn't give a fuck about anything, man. He only cared about the music and his kid. And you could see how he was. Like Eddie didn't Eddie just didn't give a fuck. He'd tell you off quick. And he didn't give a shit in the house. He didn't give a shit in his studio. He'd piss on the floor and put a fucking cigarette in it, and then he'd pull the cover over the mixer and do fucking lines off of it. And I was like, God damn, this bitch crazy. And like his house was nice, but like he lived in the studio. He lived in there. That him and Prince were so fucking similar. Eddie was a lot cooler, but they lived in the fucking studio. Him and Prince, 24 hours a day in the fucking recording studio. But Eddie was way cooler. And I think Eddie was just as good of a fucking engineer on the mixing board as Prince was. And same with Prince. He unbelievable mixing. And that was the biggest thing I took away from both of them as musicians. Their ability to make a record sound that fucking good. Because their amps in the room don't sound like the records. It was how they recorded it. And that kind of rubbed off on me. Pure Michigan, in your opinion? Michigan was pretty cool too, actually. Minnesota, dude, everything in the '80s was so fucking cool. What the fuck happened? Where did it all go wrong? Yeah, you knew Scotty. Oh, what? I'm trying to remember. I know Scotty, but what did he do at Fender? I know he was involved with the guitars, but didn't he move up in Fender? Like, I know he didn't go like vice president or something, but he did something. Scotty, he did was it artist relations with the instruments? Like he had moved up that ladder a little bit. And Scotty was there for a while. Was it like 14 years or something like that? Could be longer. I don't remember. He spent the summer in Michigan in the summers. He remade the Telly Bridge. Yeah, and I really like the Telly Bridge to have separate saddles. I don't like the two strings on one saddle. I never liked that because then the saddle could turn. I like the saddles to be nice and even across the way, but adjustable. So I like the independent saddle so I can lay my hand across. Oh, Abby? I don't remember her name. I think she was in charge of all the pickups though, wasn't she? Like she was like their main pickup person. She was there for a long time too. Well, she was like heavy set, kind of a little bit, like not heavy set, but like maybe chunky. I don't know. Yeah, I dyed my hair. My wife made me. I. Oh, is that who that was? The heavy set one? She was there for a while. I can't remember what she looked like, but I remember she always wore white, and she was like a little on the heavy side. She was kind of short, and she was there for fuck, man, 30, 30, 40 years. Yeah, she was like short, but she was like chunky. Oh, she's the boss pickup rapper now. Yeah, I like the I don't like the shared saddles. I like the six saddles. She was there with Leah for that. Oh, really? Leo's ex-wife was, I should say, wife. She was a trip too. Leo Fender's wife. And that's like a misconception. Like Leo's wife was actually on the. She was a CEO on G&L guitars, so the other half of G&L was, you know, I forget their names. I want to say Ferrari, but it's like a car named Lamborghini or something. I forget their last names. But she owned half of G&L because of through Leo, and she just bought them out because they didn't want to do it no more. That's how Fender got a hold of that. Thick, it's called Thick. There you go. That's a better word. George Fullerton, yeah. But I forgot the people that ended up owning that. Is it Fullerton? The Fullertons. It was a couple. I can't remember now. Fucking getting old, man. But I know they sold out, and she just bought their half out, and then now it's all gonna be Fender. PJ Marks. PJ Marks. That sounds familiar. Oh, Gibson shut him up. That happened to a lot of people, man. Like like carving guitars. It was actually Kiesel in the beginning, and then they had to change it to Carvin for legal reasons, and then went back to Kiesel after the brothers split it back up. But there was somebody made pickups. Was it Bill Lawrence? I can't remember the pickup guy. That's how he got started. He was making pickups for companies, and then he ended up starting his own company, but had to change the name because some of the companies sued him. Tony says he has a PJ Marks Brad Gillis pickup. Really? That's an interesting story. He's selling ammunition. What? That's crazy, man. Skid Row uses PJ's pick. Tracy Guns too. Yeah, I'm close to Hollywood. Margaritaville. Wild Pickups by Bill Lawrence. Yeah. I love Bill. That's what's in my Strat. Where's the that pickup sounds fucking amazing. I have an original Bill Lawrence in my Prodigy Strat. That guitar sounds fucking ballsy good. Whoops. Hit the microphone. They didn't make these Strats for long, like a year or two. The Prodigies. It's a U.S. Prodigy, but that's a Bill Lawrence. Nice and fucking clear. Yeah, and this is one of the originals. it's a great sounding pickup. I need to sand this neck too. I'm going to sand this raw. Gotta get a new pickguard. I don't like that though. I don't know why Fender ever did that. I keep smashing that, and I broke the pickguard on it on the corner. Gotta get a new pickguard. I'm gonna put the jack on the bottom. Cover that shit up. Oh man, that's a tough one right there. The Pearly Gates and the Bill Lawrence are about the same in cleanness. One's just more gainy. I would say, and it depends what kind of guitar. Like in my Les Paul, that Pearly Gates in there is fucking thick. That's my white Les Paul sound. Now, now in my the white Les Paul has a Pearly Gates. That sounds thick, but my Fender here, this is a Pearly Gates too. And this was one of my favorite guitars. That's close. That's really close. The Pearly Gates is thicker sounding, but they're equally clean. That's a close one, man. Yeah, this is one of my favorite guitars that I've ever owned. Just because of the color and what was done to it. You know, the Pearly Gates. It's got two noiseless pickups. It's got the Floyd Rose with the tuna on there. It's a unique Fender Strat, you know. I should put locking tuners on. Yeah, the color is fucking gorgeous. I don't know if you can see. It's like a metallic purple. Yeah, if you could find the right pickup for the right guitar, you know, like I'd be interested to see what a Bill Lawrence, because a Bill Lawrence is a little thinner with more bite. A Bill Lawrence might sound really good in a Les Paul to take some of the chunkiness out and make it really thick and tighten it up like an EMG, where a Pearly Gates is probably better in the Strats. But it's like, again, it's a matter of Pearly Gates is probably, there's two Duncan pickups I love. The Pearly Gates and the Duncan Full Shred. I don't like the Seymour Duncan version of the Bill Lawrence, but an original Bill Lawrence sounds really good to me. You can tell I just hear it. Yeah, I can hear. That's kind of a weird thing because I can hear frequencies a little bit. So one of the things that I do when I solo, like on the CDs, I use a pitch an octave up, but I also use this. Let's see. Let me put it on. Let's see, where are you? Let's see. Where's touch? Where are you? Right there. I'm gonna have to save this, and then I'll show you what I do. Now, can you guys hear anything in there? That's an auto touch wah with a phaser. So it's a wah phaser with a auto touch on there. But I only have it at 18%, so you can barely hear it. If I turn the bass up, yeah, it's got a hint of wah in there. So what I do is, like, when I go in here, so like I can do a vowel filter and go on touch. And you see, it gives it like a weird sound. Yeah, it's a stock patch. So, like, that's a different kind of wah. So if I go in, usually I'll do like, let's see. You can do a modulator, frequency shifter. On the wah, you can get some weird things. And then you you can adjust that to like a really you can just even go on Wawa. If you do like where are you? So that's called the Y. Probably when you go to the store. When you go back in, it's off. Then you gotta turn the mix way down. But you see, it's just like a subtle effect. Let's see. Let me go back to my regular scheduled. I got a noise gate on there. See, on this patch, I haven't set this one up. So, let's see. Turn the threshold up to here. Store. 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 And there's all kinds of things. So I add like a little bit of auto touch wah and for my leads with a pitch on there. So I'm an octave up at like 12%, and then I use an auto touch wah with a phaser at about 18%. And with that, that's what gives me that Zach Wild kind of tone. Yeah, it's a stock patch, bro. So, yeah. Yeah, this is one of my favorite guitars. Now, see, if I take this one, what? Now I'll take my Les Paul with the pearly gates, and it doesn't sound the same. It sounds good, but it's a totally different sounding guitar. And again, get off me. Who's that lady? Isley Brothers? You got your notifications on? Yeah, it's probably through a wah. You know, Morley made a volume wah too. It could have been something like that or one of those older wahs. All right, Mark. Have a good day, man. Have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, I always do a Tuesday, like 8:39 for sure. The other days, I fucking never know when I'm going to do them. It just depends how I feel. Like, my back's starting to hurt now. No, I'm just running straight into the iPhone through a Scarlet. Good night, Mr. Night Owl. Yeah, I'm gonna take off soon too. But like here, this is oh, I never tried that one before. But yeah, so this is a pearly gates as well. But I mean, it sounds a little different. But it's similar but different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably take off too in like 5 minutes. But this is a great guitar as well. Let me see if I remember that lick again. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to keep that lick. All right, Polly. Yeah, I'm going to take off too, man. It's getting late for me. This is it's a studio custom. I took a Les Paul Studio that has special wood, and Gibson did this for me. It's locking tuners with I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's all, with the pearl, mother of pearl. It's all it's got copper in it, all see-through plates. So I had it custom done. It's like a custom studio. So instead of having like a Les Paul custom for $4,000 on what they wanted, I took a studio and had them paint it white. I should have actually made them paint it like a pearl white, but it's white. But it looks nice. It's a nice guitar. I don't top rap. You mean my thumb? No, not when I'm doing that. Not when I'm playing that. It's like that. Oh, you mean here? No. I've thought about that. Problem is if you're playing it live, it's going through that and then over the top. I don't know. It's probably better for the string to top wrap, especially because that's at a pretty good height. I don't know if you can see from that side. The piece. It's a special tail piece with like different washers and stuff in there. But I mean, I guess that's that's actually. I wonder how that. I might have to try that, man. That did pretty good. Yeah, it puts height. Yeah, for sure. With the washers, it puts the height secure. Yeah, that way it can't. Yeah, and Gibson did that. It makes it more balanced on the heights. The tone. Oh, so I think you came in a little late, Scott. Um this is a diesel VH4 channel 3 head. I think this sounds better than my Yeah, this thing sounds like a beast to me. Great meeting you too, Gavin. Cheers to you, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take off too. I gotta go do blood work in the morning, and my back's starting to hurt. They got me on some kind of medicine, special medicines and stuff. It actually is helping, even with the gabapentin. But the problem is, it kind of is masking everything. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I'll be in severe pain twice as much. But then I take the pills, and then it fucking goes away, and then it comes back. It's like a cat chasing its tail. They haven't really fixed it yet, but they're this I got a new doctor and he says he's not going to quit until he figures out what's wrong with me. So, yeah, man. So, let me take off. Peace out to everybody. Any questions before I take off? I'll probably come back. What is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know, maybe Friday night we'll do one. Yeah, it's a nerve blocker. I'm on gabapentin, and they've been making me stretch in my hot tub. And there's two other pills, and naproxen is one too. Related Tom Tone King. What is that? I don't know what they. I have it way over there. It's a Luna. I can grab it. I got videos on it. Maybe I'll play it. Tone King. Yeah, I don't the Tone King pedals. I don't have any of those. The Les Paul's a Tone King. My acoustic's a bamboo Luna. Oh, Tone King? Yeah. I know who he is. Do you remember when there was something called the Panama amps? And he got a question, and I said the Panama amps is a shill, and it's a ripoff because it's the Pandia from China, which is half the price, and they're putting it over and putting a different casing on it and charging 5 times the amount of money. Do you remember him? I could be his brother. Oh, really? Yeah, can they fix me? I've been to, this is my third neurologist. I've been to a spinal doctor. The problem is they can't figure out what changed. So I had surgery where they took a tumor out. I'm cut from like my chest down to my balls. And what happened is part of my lower bowel, lower intestine, 5 lymph nodes, appendix, and gallbladder were all removed. But while I was healing, a dump truck with granite rocks, not the pebbles, the rocks, released its load because the latches were broke, and and it opened on I-95, and I hit the rocks at 70 miles per hour, and I hit half of his load, and I went off to the side, and I had hit my brakes. I hit the door this way with the window in my head, and I slammed on the brakes and I couldn't control the vehicle, but I pushed so hard. I was only 6 months into healing of a major surgery. I was going to see my doctor and I ripped everything. I ended up with like 6 hernias, had to have a second operation, and I had a hernia before, so they had to do recomponent separation surgery, and they took everything off and put new mesh in there and fixed all the hernias. And I was fine after the first operation. I was golfing again. I was riding bikes, picking up my son. After the second operation, which was after the accident, I didn't realize I had nerve damage and stuff wrong in my spine. And what happened is now I got 6 bulging discs, scoliosis, and nerve damage, and they don't know where the fuck it's coming from. And I'm having issues with my whole body, from going to the bathroom to pissing to digesting food to back issues to walking problems to breathing problems. And it's, yeah, I'm lucky to be alive. And they want this new neurologist, is his name is Nicholas Sweet, like Suite, and he's got all kinds of fucking awards. And he said he's not gonna rest until he figures what this is. Yeah, there's a lawsuit going on now. It's worth millions of dollars, but I don't even give a fuck about the money. I just want to feel fucking normal again. Yeah, I'm diabetic, so I don't even drink sugar anymore, really. Thanks, AJ. Yeah, I hope someone can just fix me, because my biggest problem is I feel like a failed father. Like I can't I'm my kid thinks I'm cool because of what I did, but I can't golf with him. I can't ride bikes with him. Like we just went to Disney a while ago. I fucking slept in the hotel on the floor. It sucks. It does. Thanks, brother. Sorry for that, man. Sorry you had to go through that. I can't even imagine abusing a kid. There's, I would have kicked his ass, bro. I don't care how bad of a kid you are, even if you weren't a bad kid or a good kid or a bad kid, there's no reason to abuse a kid. That breaks my heart for you. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm sorry that he did that to you guys. He's lucky I didn't know him. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, I just want to, I've even had to cancel shows this past year. There were 5 shows. I did only 2. The other 3 I canceled. So it takes its toll and has an effect. But there's not much I can do until they fix me. You know, and then what the insurance company didn't understand is who I was, and it's they're like, oh, he's just looking for a fucking payday. I'm like, bro, I've blown more than $200,000 in an hour in a fucking casino. It's no fucking payday. If you think I like feeling like this, go fuck yourself. I actually threatened to buy Progressive Insurance Company. Fucking fire everybody. I don't have enough money to buy them though. All right, everybody. Let me go take some pills, and I guess at the same time, I guess I got to look at it as it keeps reality in my life that you're not untouchable, you're not invincible. You just got to do the best of with what you can. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. So and my prayers go to every single one of you. You know, I wish you guys the best and positive things in your life. You know, and nobody should have ever gone through anything bad, but we do, and God uses us examples, or puts us in certain places to help people. So, you know, maybe someone out there is suffering a lot worse than I am, you know, and you got to stay around for the people that love you. That's all I can say. All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a great night. I'll be back soon. I love these live streams. I love talking with you guys. It's a privilege and an honor to have you guys on my channel, and I consider all of you guys friends. All right, man. Have a good night. Peace.